may seem remedial, but I guess that's going to be on the test. You're going to want you to probably know how to configure text, configure dimensions, and add dimensional styles. Let's do it. Revit under models, let's go open. Browse where you're keeping your exercise files. Let's go to chapter 4. Let's go to 0402 text dimensions. Click open. Let's scroll down a little bit till we get to power. Let's go to power floor plan 1, power callout 1. Let's double click on this. A few things here I'd like to do. First thing is I'd like to add some dimensions to some of these objects. Go ahead and select this little crop region. Let's click this and drag it up a little bit. Keep going until we hit the other side of this hallway. Perfect. Now zoom in on this. On the Annotate tab, let's click the Dimension pull-down. Let's go to Linear Dimension Types. If linear, 3/32 aerial. Now, it's a lot of stuff we can configure here. Tick marks, line weight. For the tick marks, you know what? Let's click the drop down. I'd rather see aerial filled 15 degree. Line weight, I'll have to be 2. Good ignore all this other stuff. Down for text, instead of 1, let's type it 0.8, just to smoosh it up a little bit. I don't want to underline it. Text size 3/32, that works for me. Click apply, click OK. I want to come here and dimension from the outside of that cable tray. Click align. Linear dimension cell 3/32 aerial. Now set a wall center line. Click the drop down. Let's go wall faces. We'll pick individual references. So I'm going to pick from here all the way down to the outside face of that. Now I'm going to move my cursor out and I'm going to pick a spot like right there. It's a weird dimension. So let's go ahead and select this little blue dimension. Type in 1 space 6 and hit enter. Hit escape a couple times. Now we're able to change that increment because we selected the object being dimension. Go ahead and select the 1'6". Select the 1'6" again. Now we can use the actual value. We can replace it with text, but if we type in just 1'3", it's not going to work, right? Let's use actual value. For the suffix, type in comma, space, cat locks, TYP, period. And apply. Okay. Now for this one dimension, it's going to be 1'6", typical. Now we can grab this little grip here, and we can drag it out. Perfect. Now on the Annotate tab, click the Text button. 1/4 inch aerial, let's click the drop down. Let's go 3/32 inch aerial. Let's click Edit Type. For the leader arrowhead, I want to match the dimensions. So let's go arrow filled 15 degree. And for the width factor on the text, we'll type 0.8. Hit apply, hit OK. Now for our leader, go ahead and click on the 2 segment button. Now I'll align it right. Pick a point right here. Pick a point right here. Pick a point here. All caps, type in ladder, cable, tray. Click off of it. This is not obvious. That's what I'm going to call it. Hit escape a few times. Now let's configure some global settings. Under power floor plans, let's go to 1 power. Let's zoom in on this callout. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how this corridor tag is in the way too. So I'm going to select corridor 100, move it out of the way. That's too thin for me. So let's go to manage. Let's go to object styles. Now here's the global settings for everything we're going to do. Let's go to annotation objects. I want to scroll down to call out boundary. I want to make that a 6, nice and thick. Drill into it, Call out leader line and make that a 2. Call out heads, I'm going to make that a 2. Darken everything up. Hit apply. Hit OK. Now that looks about right, huh? You can grab this, you can drag it down a little bit. There we go. That's how we add touch dimensions and manage global object styles. One of the best things about Revit Electrical is the fact that we can tag items. These tags are live. These tags are smart, so when we change something such as the circuiting or even what the number of the breaker is on the panel, our tags are going to update. So let's jump into Revit and tag some stuff up. On the models, let's go open. Browse for keeping exercise files. Let's go to chapter 4. Let's grab 0403 tagging. Click open. Excellent. In the project browser, let's see here. Let's go down to power, floor plans. Let's double click on one power. Let's zoom into our office here. Oh, that looks terrible. You should probably assign a view template to this. So let's just go to our visibility graphic overrides and click edit. Let's find lighting. Let's turn off lighting devices and lighting fixtures. Click apply. Click OK. Beautiful. Okay. First thing I'd like to do is tag this home run. Right? We don't know where it's going. We don't know what circuit this is on. So let's go to the Annotate tab. Let's go tagged by category. Oh, I want a leader, but instead of attached end, let's go to free end. Let's hover over our home run. Notice that it's going to change based on the elements that we hover over, which is kind of cool. So let's click on this home run here. Pick that point there. Pick that point there. Pick that point there. Hit escape a few times. Free, it says. What's that even mean? Well, we gotta fix that. Hit escape a few times. Select the number 3. Let's click edit family. Select the word circuits. Now let's click edit label. This is a smart label that reads these parameters, whatever parameters we want. So right now, circuits is what we want for sure. For the suffix, I'm going to take out a hyphen. Now let's scroll down till we find panel. Select panel. Now let's click add parameters to label. So I got circuits, hyphen, panel. If we want, we can move panel up. So let's do that. Let's select panel. Let's click move up. So this is going to give us our panel, a hyphen, and the circuit. Click apply. Click OK. Let's click load into project and close. We don't need to save the changes, so just hit now. Overwrite the existing version. PP1 thing. So we're going to select this. We're going to move it out of the way a bit. We're going to grab this. So you can put the hyphen in the wrong spot. That's okay. We can fix it. Click edit family. Select panel circuits. Click edit label. Just move that down. Get rid of the suffix there. Put it there. Easy to fix. Click apply. Click OK. Load it back into project and close. Again, we don't need to save the changes. Notice that the changes are saved anyway. Click override the existing version. That just makes it more legible. Perfect. Now let's come down to our panels. Let's click on tag by category. Hover over your panel. This one's already configured. It's a little more room outside of here. But instead what we can do is use this callout. So let's double click on the bubble here. This is much clearer. So now we can click on tag by category. So let's go ahead and select the panel. Pick a point here, and let's pick a point over here. It'll be straight. Select this tag. Click edit type. So the leader arrowhead, we'll click the drop down. Here, a little arrow filled 15 degree. Apply. Click OK. Escape a few times. Select PP1, right click on it, and create similar. We'll put this one outside of the room. So we're going to pick a point here, point here, pick a point here. There we go. These are smart tags, so if we change anything at all, they're going to update. So there you go. That's how you tag elements in Revit. Because we're using Revit, by virtue of actually adding lighting fixtures, we can schedule those. We don't have to do anything crazy because they're there. We can schedule them, we can quantify them, and we can give a description. So we get started in Revit under Models. Let's go. Open. Browse where we're keeping our exercise files. Let's go to Chapter 4. We can grab 0404 Schedules. Click Open. In the project browser, your electrical, lighting. Let's go to Ceiling Plans 1, Ceiling Electrical. I'm going to zoom in over here. In the Quick Access toolbar, let's click on the Tag by Category button. Let's go ahead and tag this fixture here, this fixture here, this fixture here, this fixture here. Hold down your Control key and select these tags. I don't like the box. I'm just going to click the drop down and I'm going to go Standard. Here, skip a few times. Select our little 6-inch can. Click Edit Type. Let's scroll down till we find Type Mark, and I want that to be 3. Click Apply. Click OK. Zoom in on this. Let's click on Tag again. Notice that it's number 1 again. It's alright. Go ahead and select it. Select the box. Click the drop down and put it on Standard. Let's edit this tag. Let's click on Edit Family. Click this little tag here. Click Edit Label. It's the circuit number. Don't want it. Select circuit number. Remove it. Scroll down till we find Type Mark. And Edit. Click Apply. Click OK. Now let's go File. Save as Family. We'll call it Lighting Fixture Type Mark. Click Options. Let's just have one backup. Click OK. Click Save. Let's click Load into Project and close. Escape a few times. Select number 1. Select all of these tags. Get the drop down here. Let's go Lighting Fixture Type Mark Standard. Move on number 3 out of the way. Clearly we want that to be different, so we're going to select that guy. Click Edit Type. And we're going to call this C. Apply. Click OK. Okay. Now let's go to the View tab. Click on the Schedules. Let's go to Schedule Quantities. Let's find Lighting Fixtures. Let's click OK. Okay. Let's scroll down till we find Type Mark. Let's add that. Let's grab Type. Let's add that. We can add Type Comments. Let's grab Manufacturer. Add that. Let's go to Sorting and Grouping. Let's sort by Type Mark. Let's click OK. Here we go. Now the problem is we don't want them duplicated. So let's fix that. Let's scroll down till we find Sorting and Grouping and click Edit. Uncheck Itemize Every Instance. Let's go to the Fields category. I don't know how Mark got in there, but there it is. Select Mark. Let's get rid of him. No one wants Mark in there. Hit OK. Sorry if your name is Mark. Now we can add type comments. Type mark is ABC, and we have our actual items in there. So there you go. That's how you create a schedule. I always say if the view's not on a sheet, no one will ever see it. It's like a tree falling in the forest. Let's add some sheets. On the models, let's go open. Browse where you're keeping your exercise files. Let's go to chapter 4. Let's grab 0405 sheets and click open. Doesn't matter what view we're in the project browser, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. Let's right click on Sheets All and go New Sheet. We use the default title block, or we can click the load button to go find another sheet. I like this big one, so we'll use that. Click OK. Now I'll just scroll up in my project browser. Let's go down to maybe Power, Floor Plans 1 Power. Let's drag this onto our sheet. We're just going to hold down 1 Power. We're going to pull it over, and we're going to drag it onto our sheet. It's pretty big, so I'm going to pick a spot like right about here. Right about here, maybe. All this nonsense. So we're going to crop this view out. All right, so what I'd like to do is select our viewport now, and I want to edit it. So there's a couple things we can do here. For position and view, we got viewport center. Let's just go over here and let's click activate view. On our view control toolbar, let's click on crop view. Let's click on show crop region. Now let's select this crop region. Let's drag it over. So it'll fit. I'm gonna drag this up a little bit. I'm gonna drag this in a little bit. Looks like a beetle or something, this building. And drag this down a little bit. Beautiful. Now we can not show the crop region. So I'll hover over this icon right here that says hide crop region. Now what I'd like to do is either we could right click and select deactivate view, or we can just simply double click outside of this view. Now select your viewport, and I want to drag it down in this general area here. Notice that our view title moved along with it. Don't want that to happen. So I'm going to select my view title alone. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to move it up. See? Now, of course, it's still a mess, but what we're going to do is hit escape a few times, select our viewport. Now we can grab this little grip, hold it,